What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I made a video. I just got home, so I'm just relaxing. I'm just chilling. I wanted to thank you guys for liking my shorts and watching my short stories. I appreciate that, and for the men that are telling me that I'm beautiful, and I appreciate that. I see you guys, and I wanted to say thank you. So let's get into what this YouTube video is about. I don't have my usual setup because I just wanted to give you guys just something that's just raw, real, instead of me setting up with my tripod and my ring light and all that good stuff. So this is what you're getting today. I hope you guys cool with it. But today's video is a story time, and I'm gonna tell y'all. I really want y'all opinion on this story time. I think I made a short story about it, and I'm gonna start from the beginning, and I'm gonna tell you, and just give me what your honest opinion is, especially men. I pretty much got most men that follow me anyway, so y'all always give me your undivided, unfiltered opinion, and you let me know, because this situation is a little different. So let me tell you. So I'm at work, and I got a coworker. He's been working there for a minute or whatever. And I seen him, but he not nothing to stop traffic or make me be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't attracted to him or nothing like that. I seen him, but then I didn't see him. And I think he said he's been working there maybe 6 or 7 months. And so, again, I don't know nothing. I go to work, come back home, mind my business, get my paycheck, and do me. So this particular day, I am headed to my car, and he walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm good," or whatever. And we were one day we were sitting in a break room, and he had a cupcake, and he was in a corner, and he was eating his cupcake. And I was like, "Oh, so you gonna sit over there and eat that cupcake and not offer nobody none? Don't even have any extra." You know what I'm saying? To get nobody. I was just fucking with him. I didn't really want a cupcake. But he told me where he got the cupcake, and he said, "I'll bring you some." So this was probably a month and a half to 2 months before he actually said something to me again, because we work different shifts, and I might see him a little bit here, see him a little bit there, but not much. But back to the story. So I'm walking to my car, and he rolls up on it. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, so where's my cupcake?" Small talk bullshit. So he was like, "No, no, 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 I ain't forget." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna bring it to you. I just forgot. And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. Whatever. I'm just fucking with you anyway. Like, I really don't want a cupcake." So, he said, it was other coworkers around. So he's like, "I need to tell you something, talk to you real quick." So I'm thinking he gonna talk to me about something on the job. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. What's going on?" So he's talking to me, and he's like, "You know what? I've noticed you. I've seen you stay to yourself. You seem to be a cool person. You know what I'm saying? You don't really stand a lot of drama and shit like that. Excuse me. And I heard that you don't play. You know what I'm saying? I heard that you come to work, you go home, whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, where's this going?" So he was like, "I would like to holler at you." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" I was like, and so it was other coworkers around. So I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever." But in the midst of talking to him, he did something, and I caught his hand. And this man has a full French manicured set, like I would get. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with men getting their nails and their toes done. I love a man that feet do not shred my sheets, or you know what I'm saying, his nails. I can't stand dirty nails. I love a man to take care of his feet and his nails. But getting a full French manicured set with the white tips on a man is something I've never seen, if he wasn't gay. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen the tips, I stopped all conversation. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I said, "So what's going on, with the tips?" Because at the end of the day, it's something, if he did it because, some men go all out for their daughter. I done seen men put on tutus and shit like that. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, maybe he did it because he took his daughter or some shit. I'm thinking he gonna have this great story, because to me, he doesn't look gay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gay. I mean, to each his own, right? So when I said something about the tips, he was like, "Oh, that's a story I have to tell you later." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm still intrigued about these tips. So he said, "Okay." He said, "Take my number." I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever." So I get home later on that day, and he texts me or whatever. He's like, "What's up? What's going on?" He said, "I'm gonna call you in a minute." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But in my mind, I'm still thinking about them tips. So I'm still thinking he's gonna have a great explanation, right? So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So boom, he calls me, and I'm like, "Okay, cool. What's going on?" Da da da. We small talking or whatever. And I also wanted to know why, another reason why I gave him my number, which I really shouldn't have really worried about it, because I never really give a flying fuck what nobody say about me. But when he said something like, "I heard that you don't play," and then he said something behind that, like I heard something else too. So I'm like, shit, who said it? What was said? And what's the other thing that, you know what I'm saying, you need to tell me? You know what I'm saying? On top of the French manicure thing. So boom, that's what he do. He called me, we had a small talking or whatever. And so he's like, "Yeah, I've heard a little bit about you," and da 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 da. And so boom, right out the gate, I'm like, boom, so what's up with the French manicure tips? Like, what's going on? What's up? He started ha ha ha. And the way he was laughing and shit, it already made me be like, So he laughed. He said, "I thought you was gonna forget about that. Da 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 da. No, nigga. No, I ain't forgot. I wanna know." So he says, "Well, I've always admired women that had French manicure tips. Like, I always thought they were pretty on women." And I said, "Okay." So he was like, I decided to just go ahead and get my set on my hands. And I'm like, "Oh, that's what he said." Yeah. And then he says, "I grow my own nails." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's, to me, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? And it gets worse from here. It's going downhill fast. But one thing I have to give him, like, he was straight up front. And I like a motherfucker to just give me what's up. Tell me what's straight up, right? So he's like, "Yeah, that's my thing, that's that." He said, "But there's nothing gay about me. I love pussy, like, you know what I'm saying? I work on cars, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a straight 100% man." And in my back of my mind, I'm like, no, that's not what I thought that explanation was gonna be. But, and still, even with that explanation, some men just would not walk around with a full French manicure set. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm okay. Next question. He didn't answer that question. So the next question is, boom. "So what have you heard about me? Like, I heard that you don't play, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll put a motherfucker in their place if they come at you wrong and all that other shit." I'm like, "Yeah, yep, sound like me. But I said, let me tell you something. I don't fuck with nobody that don't fuck with me. If I'm not fucking with you and you don't fuck with me, we good. If I don't like you and you don't like me, you stay in your lane, I'm staying mine. But if you come for me, goddamn it, I'm coming for you full fold, right? So I'll come to work and I'll go home and that's it. I don't fuck with nobody, So then he said, the next thing, he said, "Oh, I heard that you know what I'm saying, you had an ex that was crazy and da 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 da." I said, "What is pussy crazy? You know what I'm saying? I put this pussy on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking fucked his head up. I did. So, yeah, that's true, too. You know what I'm saying? And again, I give you kudos because you came to me and you just asked me straight up instead of, whispering behind my back like the rest of these bitches do. These fucking gossipers and brown noses do." So that was part of it. So I was like, yeah, I did have an ex, and you know what I'm saying, he was loony, you know what I'm saying? So then he goes on to say, "Well, I also heard that you like to fuck." Skirt, pump your brakes, cruise control. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean I like to fuck? Like, who told you this? And he was like, "Oh, I tell you who told me." And he keep telling me this, that, and the third, right? So I'm like, okay, tell me. Since you want to tell me, like, tell me who said it. Because you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight to the source. So, boom. He tells me who it was. So I was like, how would this nigga, I know I like to fuck, because I ain't never fucked him. I ain't never fucked nothing around here. So why would he know? How would anybody know? And then I'm steady going off, and I said, oh, you know what? I have a lot of fans on my TikTok. So a lot of my coworkers are my or a couple of them are haters, but fans too. You know, your haters are your biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? And so the same person told me, that told him that I like to fuck. That same person told me, like, he came to me, it was like, you know what, Taylor, they talking about your TikTok. They talking about your TikTok. I said, fuck the motherfuckers. They gonna talk about me if I do good. They gonna talk about me if I do bad. They gonna talk about me if I'm up. If they gonna talk about me if I'm down. So I don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing on my TikTok that I fucking say that we ain't grown, and most of us should have done by now. I can't help that they in the closet about how the fuck they get down or what they like, or asking questions of how the fuck they talk. Last time I checked, we was all grown. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. So boom, that's part of it. So he's like, all right, boom, enough about you. Let me tell you a little bit about my situation too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of stuff going on, whatever. I'm like, really? He like, yeah. He's like, let me tell you, I'm married. So, like, all conversations and bits is off, like, for real. So he's like, oh, I'm married. I'm like, really? He said, oh, I got a baby on the way. I ain't got no kids, and I've been wanting a baby for the longest, and we ain't together. Then he says, oh, I got a chick that I'm sleeping with, and she work here. I was like, so let me get this straight. You're married. Yes. Been married for 11 years. You got a chick, side chick, that work here, you know what I'm saying, as well. Right. Boom. Then you want to come at me with that dumb shit? I said, bro, I'm going to tell you straight like this. Listen, that's a whole motherfucking mess you got going on, bro. I said, first of all, this pussy right here, this golden platinum shit that I got between my legs, ain't some casual fuck, number one. Number two, you talking about you trying to just hit and leave it at that. If you talking about the girl you mess with, not your wife, the girl that you messing with, can't have no more kids, and you're not looking for nothing serious. I said, so what you think you coming over here and you think I want to get myself involved in any of that bullshit? I said, bro, you got me all the way fucked up. I said, they told you that I don't play, right? They told you that I don't play about no bullshit. Why would you come to me? Why would you? I said, let me tell you what your ass need to do. Now, he got the side chick, the baby on the way, the French manicure. Let's not forget about that. And you coming at me with some dumb shit. So this is what I told him right here. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you, what you need to do is stop all this dumb shit, goofy shit that you doing, and stop trying to add more problems to your life. And get back with your wife. You said you wanted this baby for the longest, right? She pregnant. Get back with your wife, reconcile, have your baby, and fucking stay in your marriage. I said, because let me tell you, as a single woman out here in these streets right now, it ain't nothing in these streets. It ain't shit in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing out here that you want. You got a foundation with that woman. You got a baby. You got a life that you already built. You talking about y'all been together 11 years. Married 8. What the fuck is you doing? And then why the fuck do you think you gonna bring me into some shit like that? No, you need to get your shit together, bro. Like, you was too old, 58 years old or 53 or however old he is. He's over 50 to be doing some dumb shit like that. Like, these niggas be goofy as fuck. Like, and the thing about it is, you know, as a woman, he talking about the side chick, talking about she gonna take him from his wife. So you got this nigga around here thinking that he is the shit. Like, he think he the shit because he think he has the audacity to come at me and think I'm not gonna put him in his place and let him know, motherfucker, you barking up the wrong fucking tree. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, well, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you being 100. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I said, I appreciate you being 100. I appreciate you giving me that option and just telling me the whole shit. Not that I was ever going to fuck with anybody I work with anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate that you gave me the option to say, okay, yay, no, because that's how niggas be getting in some bullshit. They be coming out the gate lying and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he said that's what happened with old girl, the side chick. It started off, we just having fun, and now she got feelings and she won't. I'm like, see, that's that bullshit. He said, but I told her up front. I said, well, you can't get mad at that. But you need to dead all that shit. I can't tell you what to do. You a grown ass man. But as a woman that's been married, as a woman this is now single, and there's a woman that's out to see what's out here in these streets. It ain't shit out here in these streets but bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay with your wife, raise your kid. Like, don't take a situation and make it worse. Nigga, you out here trying to make a bad situation worse. And I said, so you still fucking with old girl? He talking about, yeah, we fucking around from time to time. I said, damn, you still fucking with old girl. Your wife coming down here looking for her. And then you sitting up here in my face thinking that I'm going to give you some pussy. Nigga, this shit, I told him this, I said, this shit is golden, motherfucker. You ain't about to play with me. I said, first of all, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't play them games. Damn near, I'll be 43 in a couple of days. I ain't got time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I said, even if I was even interested in you, you're not trying to build nothing. You're not trying to have a good relationship. You're not trying to, you know what I'm saying, have somebody to grow old with. Nigga, you just trying to fuck and keep it moving and cause messes. I said, miss me with all that bullshit, nigga. Miss me with that shit. Because I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. Then you to have the audacity to even come at me with that shit. It's crazy. So he was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. So we start talking. And I'm like, boom. So then he's sitting up here going to send me a text after we talk. And I done told him that. He going to send me a text talking about, yeah, so I can bring you lunch tomorrow. Da, da, da. I said, no, I don't want nothing from you. I'm good. Thank you. He talking about, oh, don't be scared. I said, motherfucker, I'm not scared. Motherfucker, bitch, I'm not interested. He's like, oh, okay. Bruh, like, these men these days, they be on that goofy, ignorant, fucking stupid, just crazy shit. Like, they be on that weird shit. Like, who wants that? Now, don't get me wrong. There's some females that went for that shit. Like you said, oh, girl, I ain't that. You got to be solid in who you are and know what you want and where you going and the bullshit that you done been through. You can't repeat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the end that for me? And the nigga looking at him look like his dick small and he can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then he wearing lip gloss and shit, but you all man. And you got a French manicure on, but you wearing lip gloss and shit. Talking about you work on cars. Nigga, I'm sorry. I feel like you got a little sissy in you. And you just ain't made a full section of that. Or you don't want to tell nobody. And to each his own. But I ain't into gay guys, bi guys. I want a man that's 100% man and knows where the fuck he going and know what the fuck he want at the end of the day. Period. I just need a manly man. I don't need a sissy man. I need a manly man. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want. I need a king. I don't need a king/queen. That ain't what I'm looking for. So that's my story time, y'all. Like, just me minding my business and motherfuckers coming at me with that dumb shit. You know, but one thing about me, I'm 100. I'm not about to sugarcoat shit for nobody. Don't nobody sugarcoat shit for me. So why I'ma sugarcoat shit? Oh, no. Fuck that. Nah, nigga, move around. Miss me with that dumb shit. So, yeah, that's my story time. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think I should have gave him a chance, or was I too harsh by telling him what my opinion was on the mess that he has created for himself and then trying to involve me in? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about that. Thank y'all for checking out this video, and I'll holler at y'all.